A very good evening to everyone. Good evening, Guwahati. Good evening, Kolhapur. So in our initiative to try and reach out to every class, not just the senior students who will be probably sitting for the boards, in our effort to reach out to our little ones also, the ones who hardly got to experience school. That means the toddlers who who are the students of nursery or lower KG. So therefore, as a part of a digital campaign with positivity, we can, and to make an effort to touch the lives of our little ones. This is what St. Vivekananda English Academy Guwahati and Swami Vivekananda International School Kolhapur brings to you. An evening of fairy tales, an evening with the magic of storytelling. We keep insisting in all our parents' meet about the importance of reading books, about the importance of having a story session with the kids, with our little children. Bedtime stories can be very important family time, which can create bonding, as well as which can inculcate the right values in our children. So I'm sure all my little ones and their parents who have logged in today will have a wonderful time with the storyteller who calls herself an international storyteller, whom I'll be introducing in a while from now. So I hope and I'm sure that everyone will have a beautiful time ahead. But before we start, I would first like to call in Satirtha Saha sir, who is the director of St. Vivekananda English Academy, Guwahati, and the founder trustee of Swami Vivekananda International School, Kolhapur. Over to you, Saha sir. Thank you, Saha sir. I do not know whether you are audible. I believe there was some problem in hearing you. Your voice was very low. But whatever, I would like to now call upon Ahona Bhattacharjee from Collins, India. This event would not have been possible for this awesome team of Collins. And Ahona Bhattacharjee, Product Manager, East, Collins, India. Over to you, Ahona. Maybe a line or two.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir. It has been great, always great for Collins to get associated with you. You have been a real great support. And Collins Learning India is happy to organize such a session, especially for the little ones, because in this COVID-19 scenario, which is very, very unprecedented and the lockdown prevails. So the I think the most effort is required to, keep the little ones engaged and also keep their imaginations on, because they're confined indoors. So as ma'am rightly said, it is very important for them to read books and also to continue to imagine, and stories are the best options for that. I can't even think of a day when I was in a toddler that without stories going to bed. And of course, stories inspire us always. And I am still, bibliophile. I read books. I love whenever I get time to read books. So great. I'm sure Miss Chatterjee is here and she's a wonderful storyteller. And each and every kid will enjoy this session. Thank you so much.
Great. So that was nice hearing from Sahasar as well as Ahona. And now it's my privilege to introduce the international storyteller to all our kids of St. Vivekananda English Academy, Guwahati, and Swami Vivekananda International School, Kolhapur. And I'm delighted to share this wonderful profile. And when I received this from Collins, I was like, oh, wow, that's great. Collins has done a great job. So Priyanka Chatterjee ma'am, she's an international story consultant and alumna of International School of Emerson College and director, storytelling education and the wow is she's a gold medalist in her MBA, has spent a long and leading Indian. But then the passion made a passionate call to man to decide to give away all the MNC company, and she jumped out of her comfort zone, the security of the known and jumped into the unknown. With this passion, she started her company to start the lives of 1 lakh children and 15,000 adults as Chatterjee traveled the world with a story bag containing pedagogical tools, business storytelling tools, design tools, branding tools, therapeutic tools, communication tools, facilitation tools, etc. Yes, wonderful. Storytelling is now a pedagogy even in the teaching of mathematics. So if there's an Australian mathematics teacher called Eddie Wu, and here also the books that we use, that also uses the storytelling technique where a concept is introduced first through a story. And then we go to the concept of mathematics. So story is not about literature. Story is not about entertainment. Story is not about a time pass. Story offers a lot of learning. So I'm sure, apart from the fun and the enjoyment and the entertainment, my students today will take away a lot of learning. And also, it will be a learning session for our kids, the parents of the kids, as well as for our teachers. And we definitely stand to learn a lot today evening. Welcome, Priyanka ma'am. Thank you for coming over. Guwahati and Kolhapur is all yours. We are ready to listen. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And it's such a lively introduction. I have been introduced in a lot of platforms, lot of places, but this was really heart to heart because I could see somebody who is looking at storytelling beyond entertainment and how it can be applied storytelling. So thank you so much, ma'am, once again, and thank you, Collins Learning India, for giving me this opportunity. But now it's time for me to say hello to my little story listeners. Are you able to hear me? Let me call out to those people who really wants the story very, very hard. Let's see. What about that girl over there? With the blue jeans skirt? And what about the boy over there with the spectacles? Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm sure all of you love stories, right? So let's see who all are in love for stories. গল্প নেবে গো গল্প stories for you stories कहानी ले लो भाई कहानी I have a tiny little bag which has got lot many stories. Stories of donkeys and monkeys, stories of dragons and fairies. এসো যোগ পাবে না আর বলো ভাই কি দাম দেবে গল্প নেবে গো গল্প stories for you stories कहानी ले लो भाई कहानी 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 now it looks like there are a lot of people who are all ears for stories. So let's go to the storyland together, right? Okay. Long, long time ago, not your time, not my time, but just once upon a time, in a land far, 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 far away, which is, of course, not a stone's throw, or which is not so far that it will take maybe 24 hours to go via flight, but it was little far. There was a forest. And in that forest, there lived a hippopotamus family. And this family had only the mama hippo and the baby hippo. The baby hippo who has just been born. And the mama hippo was taking care of her baby hippo and sometimes getting tired, cooking and cleaning and washing, just like many of your moms and dads are right now during lockdown time. One day, when she was so tired, the baby hippo came and asked for permission to go in the pond and swim for some time. Oh, let me take some rest now. I am so tired. Mama! Mama! Oh, what happened? Mama, I want to go and swim for some time. Can you please allow me? Swimming. But you can catch cold, right? I'm so afraid of swimming. Mama, Mama, please, Mama. I promise I will come back within 1 hour. Okay, baby. If you say so. Right now it's 10 o'clock. Please come back within 11 o'clock. Okay, Mama. That I will. And the baby hippo went. And the baby hippo went to the pond. And it kept swimming for such a long time. It started splashing. And it started swimming. Swim, 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 swim. Can you join with me? Let's go swimming like the baby hippo. Swim, 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 swim. And it was already 1 hour has already passed by. And Mama was worried. So Mama came to meet the baby hippo. Hippo, 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 come out of the water, else you'll catch cold. Ah, choo! But what did the baby hippo say? Do you think the baby hippo really agreed to come out of the water? Baby hippo was a very naughty one. So the baby hippo said, na 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 I won't catch cold. Ha choo. One of my friends, storyteller Rituparna, tells the story this way. But in my story, because I'm from Bengal, I like to think that the baby hippo sang another song. Nana jabona, nana jabona, jabona, jabona re, nana jabona, nana jabona, jabona, jabona re. The mama hippo was so astonished and so angry. She thought, what needs to be done? How can I convince my baby? So she thought and she thought and she thought and she thought. And after some time, when she was going through the forest, she saw, yes, you are right, an elephant. Hello, Mr. Elephant. I see you are here. And can you please help me? My baby is not coming out of the water. Okay, I can help you. You know what? I will go to the pond and I will ask your little daughter to come out of the water. Okay, you have to call in this style, okay? Hippo, 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 come out of the water, else you'll catch cold. Ah, choo! Okay, that I will. And the elephant came. He walked and he walked and he walked and he walked. Can you join with me? He walked and he walked and he walked and he walked. And within some time, he reached the pond where the baby hippo was swimming. And he called out, hippo, 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 come out of the water, else you'll catch cold. Achoo! And the baby hippo, what do you think it said? Nana jabona, nana jabona, jabona, jabona re, nana jabona, nana jabona, jabona, jabona re. But your mama will be so worried. Let me go and inform her. And the baby hippo kept splashing the water. It was already 12 o'clock. And she didn't come out of the water. And after some time, the elephant also returned, and the elephant informed the mama hippo. The mama hippo was even more sad. What could she do? Her baby hippo is definitely going to catch cold. So she once again tried to walk in the forest and look for friends who can actually help her in calling the baby hippo and convince her to come out of the water. And that's when she figured out, you're right, there was a monkey. Hello, Mr. Timmy. Timmy the monkey. Can you please help me? My daughter is not coming out of the water. Ha ha ha! I will. Let me go. Do you know how do you need to sing the song? You need to call hippo, 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 hippo. Come out of the water, else you'll catch cold. Oh, choo! Ha! This is no serious deal. I will immediately do it. Ha 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 ha. And the monkey went to the pond to meet the baby hippo who was still swimming, and it was already 1 o'clock by now. And the monkey said, hippo, 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 come out of the water, else he'll catch cold. Achoo. But what do you think the baby hippo said? The baby hippo said, na 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 na. I won't catch cold. Oh, choo. Na na jabona, na na jabona, jabona, jabona re, na na jabona, na na jabona, jabona, jabona re. Ah, what should I inform your mama? Anyway, you naughty hippo, I will leave now. And the monkey left the pond. He started from the pond, walking from the pond, he came back to the mama hippo. And she informed that her baby hasn't really come out of the water. And the mama hippo was so angry and so sad as well. But what could she do? Because after all, she is a parent and she needs to take care of her baby because otherwise her baby is going to catch cold. While she was still walking in the forest that time, she saw, who do you think she is going to meet this time? Somebody who is very important in the forest scene. Somebody who is the king of the jungle. Have you guessed it? Tell me. Write down in your comments. Who do you think the mama hippo met this time? I'll wait for your comments. Let's see. Who is it? You got it right. We are talking about Mr. Lion. Yeah, Mr. Lion. You know what? My baby is not coming out of the water. Can you please call her? Oh, I was just sleeping. You called me in between my nap. Anyway, I will go and talk to your child. And the lion left. And the lion came to the pond where the baby hippo was swimming. Chop 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 chop. Swim, 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 swim. And that time the lion came there. Hippo, 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 come out of the water, else you'll catch cold. Joe. But the baby hippo was not at all afraid of the lion, even though the lion was the king of the jungle. So the baby hippo kept swimming and splashing the water. Chop, 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 chop. Nana jabona, nana jabona, jabona, jabona re, nana jabona. Nana jabona, jabona, jabona re, nana jabona, nana jabona, jabona, jabona re. And I won't catch cold. Huh? Choo. Ugh, this young generation. They don't even listen to the king of the jungle. I'm so angry with this young generation. Anyway. And the lion left because the lion was very, very angry that day. And by now, what time is it? What do you think? Yes, what did you say? 2 o'clock. Yes, that's right. And the baby hippo was still swimming. And that time, when the mama thought, my baby is not even listening to me, so maybe I'll go off, I'll go back home, and maybe she will herself come back at one time because it has been enough and my tolerance is tested and I don't want to do that again. So the mama hippo went home. And the baby hippo was still happily splashing water. Chop, 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 chop. Swim, 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 swim. And that time, who came? Can you guess? He was just swimming. Swim, 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 swim. Ah, okay. Baby hippo, you don't want to go out of the water, is it? Perfect. I love people like you. You don't need to go out of the water. What I mean is, I will not stay in the pond for a long time. No, stay, stay here, stay with me. I will keep you happy. I will tell you stories. I will take you to fairs. I will give you lollipop. Stay with me. No, I can't stay here. My mama has said to me not to talk to strangers. I am not stranger. I am your kaku, your uncle. Come to me. Come to me. And the baby hippo and the crocodile, they started following. You know, the crocodile was just following the baby hippo. The baby hippo was going to the right, the crocodile was going to the right. The baby hippo was going to the left, the crocodile was going to the left. The baby hippo was going in front, the crocodile was also going in front. The baby hippo was going back, and the crocodile was also going back. And they kept running. And baby hippo, come to me. No, 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 baby, please leave me. Baby hippo, come to me. And this went on for quite some time. And after some time, finally, the baby hippo has come out of the water, and he has somehow survived. And he immediately ran back to her house. And over there, she was so tired. She finally met her mama. Mama, give me a hug, mama. What happened, baby? Finally, you are back, is it? Mama, I'm so sorry. I didn't listen to you. I should have listened to you. I was in much trouble. There was a stranger crocodile. He was about to attack me. Hippo, what did I tell you? Never ever disobey your parents. Will you again? No, Mama. Never ever again. And they hugged and they kissed and they hugged and they kissed and they hugged and they kissed for a long time. And the baby hippo never ever disobeyed her parents or elders again, because she has learned her lesson. So my question to you is, what you would have done in case you would have seen such a thing? Like maybe you are seeing somebody who is in trouble, like the baby hippo was in the pond, who was being chased by the crocodile. What you would do if you see one of your friend is in trouble and is being maybe attacked, or maybe questioned for a long time, or maybe scolded for no reason, or maybe beaten by somebody? What you would do if you face such a condition? And my question also to you is, what you would do in case it is not a friend, but it's you? It's happening to you. You are in the pond, for say, like you are not going to be in the pond. Say you are on the road. Say you are inside your house. Say you are in the school. Say you are on the playground, and you yourself, the same thing is happening to you. You are being chased, or you are being attacked, or you are being bullied. You are spoken words that you don't like. What you would do? What action you would do? And my third question to you is, what you would do if you are in the position of the crocodile? Do you ever do that sometime? You know, teasing people, chasing people for no reason, attacking people, and abusing people. Do you do that? If you do that, would you continue doing that? Is my third question. Right? Okay, so I hope you have all liked this story. So, in case you have, can I tell you another story? So, this particular story, as I told, I have heard from my friend Rituborna, and I have told it in a different way today because that's what storytellers do. Storytellers take things, hear stories, and they weave it again and they tell it to somebody else in a different way. So today you have heard my story and you are going to tell this story to your parents, to your neighbors, to your friends, right? Will you? So we will play a small game before we go to the next story, right? Show me your right hand, all of you. Yes, no, that's your left hand. Yeah, I'm talking to you. No, for you, it's perfectly all right. Stay, stay, stay. Yeah. Okay, so this is your right hand, right? And thumb. So the thumb told the story. Can you repeat after me? The thumb told the story. Once again, the thumb told the story. The index finger listened. This finger, index finger listened. The middle one understood. The middle finger understood. And the ring finger laughed. The ring finger laughed. And the little finger told the story to others. So till now, I was the thumb and you were the little finger. I was telling the story and you were listening. Now, from today, after you heard the story, you will become the thumb and you will pass the story on to others who will listen, who will understand, who will laugh, and who will tell the same story to others. Right? Beautiful. Since now I was just telling a very small storylet using my finger, I remembered finger tales because finger tales are loved across cultures and especially in countries like Southeast Asia and Malaysia, Singapore, Japan, China, Korea, and of course India. We have a lot of finger games and a lot of finger tales or hand tales, right? For example, the stone, paper, scissors is a game you all must play, right? So that is a finger game, that is a hand game, right? That was invented in Japan. So Japan and China and Korea, they are also very famous for their finger tales. And this is a story that I have learned from my Korean storyteller friend Singa Kim when I visited Korea for work. I stayed there, I think, for 1.5 months, and I have learned a lot of beautiful finger tales. I would like to tell you one of those that I've learned from Singa Kim. We have a similar story in Bengal that exactly resembles that story, but a little longer version. But I'm not going to tell you that long version. I will tell you the Korean version. Okay? Are you ready? Show me your thumbs up. Hmm? Show me your thumbs up again. Yeah, looks like you're ready. Okay. So the finger tale from Korea, right? Long, long time ago, in Korea, there lived a little, very little child along with his mother. And this mother and the baby, the father used to go to the forest to collect firewoods. And most of the times, the father will also be away because he will go to the city to sell off those firewood. And the mama and the baby, most of the times, they will stay alone in the house. And the baby was a very naughty baby. Just like some of you, the baby used to cry very, very hard. One day, when the mama was putting the baby off to sleep, that time, little did the mother know that outside the window there was a tiger, a ferocious tiger that was waiting to pounce on the mother and the baby when they are going to go off to sleep. Mother didn't know that, and of course, the child didn't know that. And the mother was trying to put the baby off to sleep. And this is a Korean lullaby, and it goes like this. 짜장 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 우리 아기 잘고 장가. Join with me. 짜장 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 우리 아기 잘고 장가. But what do you think the baby did? The baby kept crying. Can you show me your little finger of your right hand? Yes, and it kept crying. And the mama thought, how to put my baby off to sleep? Sometimes, the parents think that way. What can I think of? Maybe something which is really ferocious, maybe something that my child will get afraid of, maybe something which is it a ghost or a demon or a monster or an alien? No, maybe a simple fox. But the baby might be afraid and the baby might go off to sleep. So the mama said, baby, baby, please don't cry or else the fox will come. Do you think the baby went off to sleep? I will tell you later because let's look at the tiger first. The tiger who was waiting outside the window, he thought the baby must go off to sleep now because the fox is quite a ferocious animal. But little did the tiger know that the baby was a naughty baby and the baby kept crying. Do you know how? Can you show me how? The tiger thought, what kind of a baby is this? It's not afraid of a fox. The mama didn't lose heart. The mama thought, okay, let me try once again. Chajang, 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 uri aki, chaigo, changa. Can you join with me? Chajang, 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 uri aki, chaigo, changa. Do you think the baby went off to sleep? We will look at that later, but first let's look at the tiger. The tiger thought the baby must go off to sleep now. The mother must be thinking about something more ferocious. So the tiger was thinking, what would be that animal that will come right now? And the mama thought and thought and thought and thought and thought. And she said, baby, baby, please don't cry or else the bear will come. What do you think the baby did? Did the baby go off to sleep? The baby kept crying and even more harder. And the tiger kept thinking, what kind of a baby is this? It's not afraid of a bear. The mama still didn't lose heart. Just that she was getting little restless. So she sang. Chajang, 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 uri aki chaigo changa. Chajang, 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 uri aki chaigo changa. And the tiger thought this time the baby must be going off to sleep. And this time the mama said, what do you think? What comes next? What did you say? An elephant. Could be. I'm not sure if you find elephants in Korea. Let's see what comes. What did you say? A lion. Okay. I'm not sure about that too, whether lions are found in Korea. But yes, you are absolutely right. The mama talked about a tiger and she said, baby, baby, please don't cry or else a tiger will come. And the tiger. Let's look at him. What is happening to him? He thought this time the baby must go off to sleep. Why? Because the tiger is the most ferocious animal of the jungle. And the baby must be afraid of the tiger. But let's look at the baby. What is happening to the baby? The baby kept crying. Wah! 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 And the tiger thought, what kind of a baby is this? It's not even afraid of a tiger. The mama didn't lose heart. The mama thought and the mama thought and thought and thought and thought. And she said, okay, let me talk about something silly. Maybe the baby was not afraid of a fox. The baby was not afraid of a bear. The baby was not afraid of a tiger. But the baby must be afraid of something silly. Maybe I think about a fruit. So she thought of a fruit that comes all the way from Korea, and this fruit is known as the persimmon. Persimmon, right? Let's say it together once again. Persimmon. Right? So mama thought maybe if I talk about persimmon, my baby go off to sleep. So she said, persimmon. Can you all make a heart with your fingers? Yes. And it goes like this. Persimmon. I don't know whether it's because of a different shape that was made by the mother, or was it a different tune that was used by the mother, or maybe the baby really loved eating persimmon, but the baby actually went off to sleep. The tiger thought, what kind of a thing is persimmon? The baby was not afraid of a fox, not afraid of a bear, not afraid of a tiger, but it's afraid of a persimmon. What is persimmon? Is persimmon a dinosaur? Is persimmon a ghost? Is persimmon a demon? Is it a monster? Or is it an alien? What is it? Or is it a even more ferocious animal in the jungle? But I am not aware of any more ferocious animal in the jungle than me. And that very time, there was a thief that came to the village to steal a cow. And it was quite dark in the night because it was already 1 o'clock. So he couldn't see who was sitting outside the window. And he thought it must be a cow. And he came and grabbed the cow and he tied the the little cloth that he had around the tiger's eyes. And he sat down on the tiger's back. And the tiger was so afraid. He didn't know who it was. And this has never ever happened to the tiger before. The tiger thought on his back, who is sitting? Nobody but persimmon, because who can be more ferocious than a persimmon? So he immediately kept running. And at the back of the tiger, who was sitting? None but the thief. And the thief kept thinking that this is a cow. And the tiger kept thinking that this is none but persimmon. And they kept going for some time like this until it was 2 o'clock, and it was still dark dark at the night, and they still kept running. The tiger, and on his back was sitting the thief. It was 3 o'clock in the night, and it was still dark, so they kept going. And finally, it was 4 o'clock, and it was still dark, but the sun started rising in the east. And the light fell on the tiger's back. And for the first time in the thief's life, he watched somebody, an animal, a cow, who is having yellow and black, yellow and black, and yellow and black stripes. What kind of a cow is that? I am in trouble, because the thief by now knew that he is sitting on the back of a tiger. So he looked in front, and there was a huge banyan tree that lied in front. And he thought, okay, let me do one thing. Whenever the tiger passes under the banyan tree, I'll immediately catch hold of the roots that are hanging from the banyan tree. And that's what he did. Chop! And he kept hanging from the roots of the banyan tree. And until an hour passed by, he kept hanging like that just to make sure that the tiger is not coming back. And do you think the tiger really stopped? He didn't stop until it was another hour which has passed by, because he just wanted to make sure that he was free from Persimmon. Right. And from that day, neither the tiger or nor the thief, none of them actually came back to the village, not to steal the cow, not to pounce on the mother or the baby. And the village people lived happily ever after. And till this day, if you go to that village, you will still hear the mamas, the parents, the fathers over there, they're singing the lullaby song for their baby. Chajang, 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 Uriaki, Chaigo Changa, Chajang, 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 Uriaki, Chaigo Changa. Thank you, everybody, for lending your ears. So it looks like we have still now some time. So I am not able to read the comments, but in case somebody from the school team or from the Collins team can help me read the comments, I can tell a story and create a story right here, right now, along with the students. So should I? Anybody from Collins team or from the school team, if you can kindly help me reading the comments. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
There is a
query
in the comment
Yes, ma'am.
section.
Comment section.
Chajang means what?
Chajang means please go up to sleep, my dear little girl. So please, like there's no exact translation, but it has a lot of lot of pleases in that particular phrase. And actually, when I was visiting the Korean Museum of Art, there was actually a beautiful depiction of chajang. It's a beautiful piece of art that I saw there. Yeah, thank you for the question. So, ma'am, I can't hear you.
Hi, Ahona.
Yeah.
Ahona, are you coming in?
Yes. Yes, so some of the comments I'll read. Golpo Didi Darun. I enjoy a lot. Very interesting. Beautiful. You got this. Good vibes. Awesome. Good evening. Lion. Chajang. Tiger. Okay. And wow. Lovely action.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Lovely.
Yes. So now you can make your story.
Okay, beautiful. So in case I need your help, kindly help me read the comments, okay? Because I'm going to make a story with your children. And I'm really excited for that. Okay, so here we go. And this is a game that parents, you can try while you are in lockdown, sitting with your children at home. And any moment you feel like you need to engage with your children, you can just try playing this particular game. Okay, so pick up any paper like this. Right now you don't need the paper. I will show you the process, right? Okay, so suppose this is a paper, okay, and then you close your eyes and then you tear off the paper, and then from the paper there will be a shape that is coming out. You have to ask each other what that shape means to you. And then, based on the shape, you will make a story. So I will try that now. And for that, I might need help from Ohana and ma'am. So let's see if I am not able to read the comments. Okay. So I will close my eyes and I will tear off the paper. Okay. So this is how, so this is this portion of the paper. I'm keeping it for later. And this is the paper that I have got. Okay. So tell me, my dear little children, or maybe the parents or also teachers, what this shape means to you. So I will hold the paper in different patterns and you have to keep giving me words. Okay. So for example, I will start. Maybe this is, what could this be? Or maybe it looks like this. Or maybe it's like this. Or maybe it's just like this, right?
We have one comment.
Yes.
It's cave.
It's cave. Sorry, what is that?
Cave.
Beautiful. I think, ma'am, thank you so much. I have also logged into YouTube and I can see the comments. Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you so much, Ahona, ma'am, from Collins and from the school for your help. I can read the comments now. Okay, beautiful. So first word I have got cave. Second word cave came from me too. And Oshim said it's a crown. What else? Look carefully. What else you are getting reminded of? Okay, a lot of responses. Cave, crown. Nobodatta says crown. Bipin Chandra Boro says crown. Geeta, thank you so much, crown. Ankita, I love it. You said top. So top means like this top, right? Or do you mean to say the lattu top? It could be either. Pushpita Hor says semicircle, absolutely. And Pragati Singh says nurse cap. Oshim says necklace. I love it how you are responding. Geeta says beard. Tiger. Ooh. And Nita says deep round. Geeta says see letter. Pranita car. Lima says house. Jyoti cave. Sumita letter C. Stone. Ganesh. Cap, igloo, wow. Okay, let's see. I love the word igloo. Let's see how many words I can use. Okay, and the story goes like this. I will start with Bharti Devi's igloo. Long time ago, not very long ago, but not very recent. This story is. This story is set in somewhere in Antarctica. Where it was always cold, and the day used to be so small and the night used to be so long. Over there lived a little, did I get any character till now? I didn't get. Okay, nurse cap. Okay, Pragati said nurse cap. Okay, so there lived a family where the daughter, there was papa, there was mama, and there was the daughter who has just passed out from the, she has completed her nursing course, and she is going to become the nurse in the hospital in somewhere over there, where the Eskimos lived. So she also belonged to the Eskimo family, and these are the times when the Eskimos are trying to build their schools and hospitals, and how they can actually go more towards, take a journey more towards the civilization. So that day was the day when she has just completed her studies, and she is going to collect all her certificates and her folder and the nurse cap from the hospital, because this was a very special day. So she has very nicely dressed up, and okay, Moshumi says necklace. So she was wearing a beautiful dress and wearing a beautiful beaded necklace with all colors. And because the place where they lived in the igloo just outside, there was a lot of snow, always full of snow. So it was all white, and in that her rainbow colored dress, just like mine, and her beaded necklace. It was so beautiful. It was reflecting light on the snow while she was walking. And she kept on walking because this was her special day. She was about to collect the nurse cap and she was about to collect her certificates. While she was walking, suddenly she heard a sound, and she looked at the right, and over there was a huge cave. But she has traveled in the same way for multiple days, multiple times. She has never seen this cave over there ever. Where from this cave came? And on top of the cave, there was something shining. She looked very hard, and she saw something shining on top of the cave, and it looked like a crown, a beautiful crown that might have belonged to a very, very rich king or queen, because it was studded with gems and jewels, diamonds and ruby and sapphire. She thought whether she should go there, she should go to the cave, or she should just go in her way, continue her journey. She once again thought, her family was very poor. If she got the crown, she would get a lot of money. So she collect the crown, but she didn't know to whom it belonged to. Is it a new apartment complex that has come up in Antarctica? She didn't know. So she was just thinking. And now I will show you what you need to do with your children, because a lot of times you will see sometimes you run out of ideas, right? So I still have a lot of words in this particular comment section, but still it might so be that you are running out of word. Let's imagine you ran out of word. So what you will do, how will you continue the story? You once again take that piece of paper, and which was unused. So this portion was used, this portion is unused, and always make sure you are taking for the session. I have taken a clean paper. This is also how you can teach your children how to recycle, how to reuse. So take papers which have been they have drawn, and they are going to be discarded. Maybe use already used paper, not the clean ones. Okay, so I take this paper, and once again I close my eyes and I will tear off a shape. Okay, so now tell me what shape is this? This looks like the previous one. Let me take this one. What shape is this? Okay, I can be holding it like this or like this. Yes, Shonali says sapphire is a precious stone, typically blue in color. Absolutely, Shonali ma'am. Yes, Anup says it's a teapot. Absolutely could be Anup. Pankaj says duck. Sumita says peacock. Someone hands up. Yes, like we go, ma'am, 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 in the classroom, right? Duck. Okay. Jyoti says like a swan. Human. Pankaj, it could be human. Yes. Ganesh says that dinosaur. Geeta says ashwa. Yeah. Okay. A lot of responses. Duck. teapot, peacock, swan, elephant, human, dinosaur. Anything else? Let's see. Seal. A seal. Pragati says a seal because this is set in, the cold region of the world. Lotus. Okay, interesting. Angel, sheep, human figure raising hand. Okay, so let's see what happens next. I have got a lot of responses. While she was in a fix whether to pick up that crown which was there on top of the cave, at that very time, she, from the far, she saw that there is a human figure who was just raising his hand, and he was saying, hello, hello, hello. And also beside this human figure, she could see this figure is surrounded by 108 lotuses. 108 lotuses. Where did she hear about 108 lotuses? Yes, one of our friend belongs to India, and she keeps talking about this Ram, this Navami and Rama and 108 lotuses, and Rama was not getting the last 108th lotus, and how he offered his eye. 108 lotuses. And believe me, she didn't take much time counting them because she was a very good, she could count very easily. So what about you guys? Can you count very quickly? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like that can you count very easily? This to be nurse could do that, right? And she also saw that beside this particular 108 lotuses and this particular person, there was a steaming hot teapot kept. And she was so astonished that today what is happening is she in her sense that she is seeing this cave and she is seeing this crown, and she started pinching herself. Is it real? Really? Am I dreaming? No, everything looked real because there was still this person, and he said, hello, would you join me for a cup of tea? Hare? Middle of nowhere, there's this person sitting there and he's asking me for a cup of tea. Anyhow, I always believe in being punctual, and I left the igloo quite in time, so maybe I can do that. Let me try. I will go to him, but is it safe? Is it okay? But anyway, I have to go through this way anyway, so why not stop, she thought. And that time, what else? While she stopped there, as Pragati says, seal. So while she stopped there, she saw that beside this person, beside this human being, where the 108 lotuses were just surrounding this human being, there was also a little lamp. And that lamp was lightened up with the help of the seal fat. Because in that place, you don't find any other fat. Otherwise, where will you find sources of illuminating your igloo? So this particular lamp was lightened up with the help of seal fat. So she thought this looks like quite a party, because there is this person already, and it also looks like the environment has also been nicely set up with the help of the 108 lotuses. And it also looks like, because of the lamp burning, it also produced some kind of aroma, and because it's almost all the time, it's dark, even though it is the daytime. Day is very short. The light also looked nice over there, the lamp that was illuminated by the help of the seal fat. But amongst all this, what she liked the most was the piping hot teapot. And she said, okay, so here I am, and I'm all up for a party. But tell me what, do you know about this cave and this crown over here? Any idea where from they came? And the man was just about to speak. Then and I pick up my last piece. Okay, I close my eyes. Okay, so what could this be? Let's see what people are saying. Boat. Okay, snake. Nisha says snake. Jayashree says it's a boat. Okay. It's a line. It's a magical stick. Deepti and Pragati says. Okay. What else are you reminded of? It's a stick. Okay. Think. What else? Ribbon. Yes. Line, stick, snake. Okay. Belt. Okay, Nisha, we all storytellers have invisible eyes, so we can see people through our stories, right? Okay. Water layer. Oshim says, I love your thinking. Bharti says, snake. Okay. Ribbon. Pompa, Deepak. Okay, let's go with whatever I got. So, what happened next was amazing. She sat down on the snow, and the snow, whenever you are sitting down on the snow, your dress, it will get wet. But she didn't think of it much because this man was anyhow inviting her. She had time, and she was also very curious. And she also thought about her parents because she knew if she got the crown, if this man is the owner of the crown, and if this man gives her permission and she can take the crown, her life will be sorted. So she wanted to also ask this person for that little permission of that crown. And that time, this man, when she asked, after being offered with the piping hot cup of tea, she took the first sip. Oh, it's awesome because it was so cold and she felt so nice. And at that time, she asked this man, hello, do you know about this cave? And do you know about this crown on the top of the cave? Can you tell me a little bit about it? The man said, you know what? I was a cursed snake. Cursed snake I was. And one day, when I was trying to beat human being, and this human being was a very, very generous human being, very kind, very generous. But still, I wanted to bite, not beat, bite. I wanted to bite this person because that's what my that's what my gesture is. That's what my feature is. That's what I do. I'm a snake. That time I was about to bite, and this person, because he was so nice, what others would have done is simply beat me to death. But instead, what he did was he took a magical stick, and instead of hitting me and beating me to death, instead he actually has touched, give a touch with that magical stick on my back. And I felt like as if it was not a stick, it was a soft ribbon made of chiffon, made of georgette that touched my back. And I changed for good. And I always have this, the snakes are very well known for keeping treasures with them. I always had these treasures with me. So all the treasure, it converted itself into a crown. And I became a human being because I was blessed by the magical touch of this magical person, of this philanthropist person. And since then, what I do, I am not that person who is going to bite people, who is going to, make think bad for people. Rather, I think good. I make space for people. And that's why this lamp is lit, and that's why you see the flowers everywhere, and that's why I'm sitting with this cup of tea for you, my friend. And I know your family needs money, so here goes my crown, and this crown is a gift for you, because you are the one who need it. And the man, or the previous snake, and the 108 lotuses, and the lamp that was lit by the seal fat, and the piping hot teapot, and the teacup with which she was drinking the tea, and the cave, everything vanished. But what was still there in the to be nurse's hand was the magical crown, that had all different kinds of gems and jewels, sapphires and rubies and diamond and pearl. She was happy. She was not happy only because she has got riches, and she can now very well take care of her parents apart from her job, that she is going to be a nurse. But she was also happy to see a beautiful act of kindness, and she promised herself, from now onwards she is also going to help others, whoever is in trouble. So, friends, that is my story. That is my organic storytelling. This technique is known as organic storytelling, where the story is not planned and you don't know what is going to happen in the story, but you go with the flow. And this will be a very helpful method with your children if you are sitting in lockdown, or even if you are traveling, you are going, you are going for a long drive, or you are sitting in the airport waiting for a flight, or maybe you are in the market and you are waiting for in the queue to pay the money. Whenever you are spending a long time and you are not finding something to keep your children engaged, you can always pick up a piece of paper and play games like this. So there are uh, 15, 16 different kinds of organic storytelling method, which are beautiful. And also I have showed you one of that, where you are using paper to do this. Also, how it helps children is you are helping them to think on their foot, right? Think on their feet. So they are actually engaging into critical thinking. They are thinking beyond what is readily available, because you are showing different directions, and you are also helping into in inculcating their 21st century skills, where you are helping them with their collaborative technique, because you are playing this game in a story game in a team. And you are helping them with communication, both with verbal and non-verbal. And you are helping their critical thinking ability, how they can creatively problem solve. And you can also help into their creative thinking, because nowadays the big CEOs of the big incorporations, they are not really looking for always for big marks. Marks are important, but they are looking for skills in children. So, in case you are thinking of making your children world class citizen, because the world is a global village now, more connected, and that we are feeling even more now, because I'm sitting in Kolkata, you are in Kolhapur or Guwahati, and we are connecting, right? In case we are thinking of making our children into world class citizen, such games, such activities can really give them an edge over others. So thank you so much, everybody, for giving me time. Thank you, Collins Learning India, Ahana Bhattacharya, and thank you, Paramita ma'am, Vivekananda International School, Guwahati, and Collins. Golpo Didi signing off.
Wow,
Wow,
that was
that was
wonderful.
wonderful.
I did have an inkling that it would be a lovely session, but you surpassed my expectation, Priyanka ma'am. It was so wonderful, and I'm sure my teachers have learned quite a few tips today, and they're definitely going to implement them in the classroom and make the classroom a very interesting session. And of course, theater, drama, role play, storytelling. These are such beautiful learning tools which we need to incorporate in the 21st century classroom. So that was wonderful. And Ahuna, do you have anything from your side? We have a few
Yes,
people
ma'am.
who are just ready to jump in and express their feelings, that they're probably the emotions
Absolutely,
that they went
absolutely.
through. Yes,
Because
Ahuna.
it was great. We actually, were much. When it was 7:30, we didn't realize actually, and I could see some comments here. Ms. Chatterjee would love if you have read that people actually traveled to Korea along with you. When you were reading the stories, they were lost. Sitting in Guwahati and Kolhapur, they were actually, we were getting goosebumps at times, and we were just looking at what next, what coming up next, what's happening. So it was awesome as usual. And ma'am, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to, get this session. It has always been a pleasure. I have always been telling you and hearing a lot about you. All good, and it is really a great session. And I hope that these kind of sessions will definitely uh, help the children as well as the teachers to, it's a very unique way of teaching the academics, because from a story we are not only learning the language, but also we are getting to know some cultures, just like the shajang we got to know it's a form of art. So a lot of things actually we get to learn, and some way in life this is going to help us in some way or the other. If not today, then surely it will tomorrow. So it was really a wonderful session. Thank you so much, Ms. Chatterjee. Thank you, ma'am, as always.
So I believe there are, I mean, my teachers have all logged in, and I'm sure many of them would, would have loved to come and share how they felt as they went through the session. But I know time would not permit. I can see my teachers, the remarks or the comments in the YouTube, and somebody, one of my students, I can identify her. She says, "Ma'am, you should get a Nobel Prize for that." So with that comment, I think that's a beautiful remark for Priyanka, ma'am. So a Nobel Prize for you. If only there was a Nobel Prize for storytelling. I think that sums up the beautiful emotions everybody has experienced and the beautiful emotions you took them through. So therefore, we'll just take a quick round of a valedictory session where we'll have one teacher from Guwahati, one teacher from Kolhapur,
Hello,
and
ma'am.
we have a guest in our studio as well, who runs a kindergarten school called Bright Beginnings in a certain locality of Guwahati. No point in telling you where, because I don't think Priyanka ma'am or Ahona is aware about the Guwahati locations. So therefore, Moitri ma'am is there from Bright Beginnings, and she will also perhaps would like to say a line or two. But before that, to start with, we'll have Priyanka Das, who is a teacher who teaches the different classes, but I think her heart is in class one, as she is a class teacher out there and a teacher of English language, and especially in English language, I think story goes a long way as a learning tool. Over to you, Priyanka ma'am.
Yes. Thank you so much, Priyanka ma'am, for the wonderful performance. And your stories were great, and I especially enjoyed the way you involved the entire audience, not just the children. And I'm pretty much sure that our kiddos have gathered a lot of knowledge to take away home. Thank you so much, ma'am, once again for managing some time from your hectic work schedule. Thank you, Team Collins, also to provide us an opportunity to have you with us in this pandemic. Really, ma'am, your presence has surely made our day. Hope you will be there with us to enlighten our students in the days to come as well.
Great, great. Priyanka, we cannot hear you.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Now you know.
Thank you so much, Priyanka Das ma'am. And thank you so much, Mitro S. Saha ma'am. And thank you so much, St. Vivekananda English Academy, Guwahati and Kolhapur for this opportunity. Yes, I'm overwhelmed that way.
Ma'am, uh, you have to be thankful for one thing. and that's COVID-19. Without COVID-19, we would not have had a platform like this where my children of Kolhapur, my children of Guwahati, my teachers in Kolhapur, my teachers in Guwahati are all joining together. So, therefore, I would like to say and reiterate, which I have been doing in this digital campaign with Positivity We Can, that it is not difficult times, it is different times, and it depends upon us whether we can see an opportunity hidden behind that obstacle. And I think this evening speaks about how we can convert an obstacle called coronavirus into an opportunity where we could have a wonderful storytelling session. And here we have Rupali madam joining us from Kolhapur. Hello, madam. So I please unmute yourself. Ma'am, you have to unmute yourself. Wait, unmute. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Rupali ma'am. We can hear you.
Yes, good evening everyone. I am Rupali Patil from Swami Vivekanand International School, Kolhapur. It was really a rare opportunity for us to have such a wonderful session on storytelling, ma'am. First of all, I express thanks to Priyanka Chatterjee, ma'am, to her presentation on storytelling. She has a great experience in academics. This session on storytelling and techniques related to it is useful to us. It will be useful for us in actual teaching learning in classrooms. She opened a new direction towards looking at the storytelling techniques. What impressed me in case of her is that she takes us into the land of stories easily. Listening to you, ma'am, is a wonderful experience and really purely joyful. Your voice modulation and use of voices suitable to characters and energy are really great, ma'am. Priyanka, ma'am, your stories of hippo, fingertail transported me to my childhood. And of course, your imaginative, organic story was simply fabulous, ma'am. I thank you, organizers of this session, on behalf of Swami Vivekananda International School. And once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for wonderful session. Good night, ma'am.
Thank you, Rupali ma'am. And now we have a virtual guest, Who is this virtual guest? Well, here comes this virtual guest, the representative of all the children of St. Vivekananda English Academy and Swami Vivekananda International School, saying, "Thank you, ma'am. We enjoyed it. Thank you." Ma'am, on WhatsApp, I've been receiving images from parents. Like, they have sent me images where the child is seen engrossed looking at the screen, and even the little small brothers and sisters have also joined in. So that was the impact of your storytelling, ma'am. So now finally I'm just adding Moitri Burman ma'am to the screen. Moitri Burman, she's the principal of a kindergarten school in Guwahati named Bright Beginnings. And she was here all throughout the session. And I believe we just exchanged some messages. And she said, I think I want to say something at the end of the session. Over to you, Maitri ma'am. You have to just unmute yourself. Yes, ma'am. Moitri, ma'am.
Yeah, hi. Okay, can you hear me now? Yeah, I can see myself now. Okay. Priyanka ma'am. Okay. Am I audible now? Fine, I'll just go ahead. First and foremost, Priyanka ma'am, I would just like to say that really love your spontaneity, your energy, and actually, frankly speaking, when I was hearing you telling the stories, I felt that I've been transported to my childhood again. So I'm very sure it was a real treat for the children today, and it's a very noble thing that you are doing, and really love the experience today. And thank you, Mitra ma'am, also for giving me this opportunity. of listening to such a great storyteller. Thank you.
What is knowledge which is not shared? Knowledge and happiness are things which can be enjoyed and which can be experienced more and more only when you share it. And I think that is what each of us associated with this field of education should be always striving to do, touch as many lives, whether it's through our stories, whether it's through our actions, whatever. But needless
Very
to say,
rightly said.
awesome evening. Thank you, Priyanka ma'am. And can we all join, whoever are watching us right now, can we just put our hands together for this awesome storyteller who took us from Korea to Antarctica inside the igloo and to a time when we go off to sleep. It was a wonderful journey, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, maybe a concluding. Priyanka ma'am, could we have a concluding line? Okay, we have lost Priyanka ma'am there. Ahona, would you like to come in for a concluding line?
Yes, ma'am. I'm there.
I think we have lost Priyanka, so maybe.
Yes, I think we have lost her and we are.
I'm back.
Oh, she's back. Yeah.
So, yeah, I lost in the middle, but thank you so much. And that is the beauty of the stories, you know. You don't really know whether it's Korea, whether it's Antarctica, where you are going to travel. And the song that I also sang in the beginning, that also talks about my invisible bag of stories. Because I don't know what stories I'm going to pick up, you know, and that's the beauty. Whenever you are having children who can think on the spot, because why that is so required. There was a survey done in USA which said what are the 5 most difficult things, most scary thing in the world. And you must think, it must be death, right? But death is not the scariest thing. The scariest thing is public speaking.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and organic storytelling is one of the most famous methods where you can actually have children or even adults get rid of their public speaking fears, because you are just the people are throwing lemons at you and you have to make lemonade out of it. So how to do that? And I'm sure I will be really thankful. I can already see teachers; they are brilliant, and Mitra is Shaha ma'am. I can see the kind of wisdom you have from every word that you are speaking. So I wish all the best to Saint Vivekananda International School, Guwahati, and Kolhapur. And thank you so much, Collins Learning India, for giving me the opportunity again. Thank you.
Hello, Priyanka ma'am. Am I audible? Yeah. There is one comment here. Ma'am, your story was awesome. Can you please tell us one more story? So maybe a 2-liner just to satisfy this little soul out there.
I will tell them maybe, ma'am, the world's smallest story, if you permit me.
Okay.
एक था राजा, एक थी रानी, दोनों मर गए, खत्म कहानी.
Wonderful. On that. Yeah. Am I audible now? Yeah. So on that note of Khatam Kahani, आज का शाम खत्म करते हैं. Goodbye, good night, stay blessed each one of you, stay safe, but don't forget to stay positive. Good night.